We will continue with scripts and example if you don't understand what's going on. Go and watch episode 1. Script example 1. The childhood contrast. When I was a kid, there was this one day I'll never forget. It started off perfect. Sunshine, ice cream, everyone laughing. And then halfway through, my mom got a phone call. She turned pale. My cousin had been in a car accident. Everything changed in minutes. Why it works. You've created an emotional shift. Joy, fear, sadness. The contrast activates emotional engagement, and if you follow up with something light, like a joke or positive memory, you complete the loop. Script example 2. One-sentence fractionation. You're dangerously sweet. I feel like you're the kind of person who'd bake cookies for your enemies, then set the kitchen on fire. Funny, twisted, unexpected. You've paired a compliment with a contradiction. That emotional misdirection? It pulls focus and keeps the listener off balance, in a good way. Script example 3. The lost friend. Ever meet someone and feel like you've known them forever? Like, even after 5 minutes, something clicks? I had that once. And then, she was gone. Just like that. And I've never felt that way again. Sad, right? But throw in a flirty follow-up like, until now, maybe. And you've just combined vulnerability, mystery, and emotional pull in a single arc. What makes these scripts work? It's not about being dramatic or dark. It's about emotional movement. Most people stay safe in conversation. They keep things surface level, predictable, boring. Fractionation flips that. It breaks patterns. It creates a rhythm that keeps someone engaged. Not just mentally, but emotionally. And the best part? Once you get used to the feel of it, you can improvise these moments naturally. You won't need a script. You'll just know how to move the emotional energy in the room. Let's be real. Not everyone's a smooth talker. Not everyone has a dramatic life story on standby. And most people, they freeze up the second a conversation gets deep. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, but what if I'm not good at storytelling? Don't worry, because there's a version of fractionation that anyone can use. No acting, no drama, no complicated scripts. It's called conversational fractionation. And it's based entirely on questions. The magic comes from how you ask, not what you say. Here's how it works. Step 1. Start in the present. Ask a normal question. What do you do for work? How was your day? What's something you're proud of this week? This gets them comfortable, grounded, safe. Step 2. Shift to the future. Create emotional projection. Then pivot. Is that what you've always wanted to do? If you could wake up tomorrow doing anything, what would it be? What's your dream day look like? No limits? Now they're imagining, dreaming, future-focused. You've lifted their emotional state. Step 3. Pull back to reality. Insert tension. Now flip it. What's something about your current job you wish you could change? What's one thing you feel stuck with right now? Boom! Emotional contrast. You've taken them up and brought them gently back down. Step 4. Lift again. Hope or humor. If someone handed you a blank check right now, what's the first thing you'd do? Let's say none of the stress existed. What's the fun version of your life? You're riding the wave. Positive, reflective, tension, possibility. It feels natural, engaging, memorable. Pro tip, anchor emotions to you. Whenever they talk about something positive, connect it to you. Sounds like something we'd totally do together. You light up when you talk about that. I'm loving this side of you. Whenever they describe something negative, distance it. Yeah, I can tell you're way too sharp to stay in that kind of situation. That's why I could never picture you stuck in a boring life. Now their good feelings are tied to you. And their frustrations? You're the escape. That's the real magic of conversational fractionation. It's subtle, it's safe, it's powerful. And anyone, yes, even you, can use it tonight. Here's something most people completely overlook. Fractionation isn't just something you say. It's something you do. Because when it comes to emotions, your body speaks before your words ever do. And the way you move, pause, or change environments can create the same hypnotic pull as the most perfectly crafted story. Let's break it down. Movement equals state change. Ever notice how the vibe changes when someone simply stands up, or leans in, or walks across the room? That shift in energy? That's a state change. And if you control the state change, you control the emotional direction. So here's a simple physical fractionation pattern. Step-by-step non-verbal fractionation 1. Start close. Stand or sit within a few feet. Build comfort. 2. Create distance. Step back slightly. Cross your arms. Break eye contact. This creates tension. 3. Re-engage. Step closer again. Smile. Touch a shoulder. Release the tension. 4. Shift environment. If you're talking at a table, suggest taking a walk. If you're outside, move to another spot. Change the location, and you reset the emotional frame. Every time you do this, you're teaching the other person to associate you with motion, unpredictability, and ultimately, emotional pull. It becomes a dance. You withdraw. They lean in. You return. They feel relief. You guide the rhythm without saying a word. Why it works? Because we don't fall in love through logic. We fall through experience, and experiences are built on motion, energy, tension, relief. The same emotional roller coaster that works in conversation also works in silence. It's why the best flirts don't just talk well. They know when to pause. They know when to leave space. They know when to reappear with perfect timing. It's not manipulation. It's presence control. And once you master that, you'll never need pickup lines. You'll never need to try hard, because your energy will do the work for you. By now, you've seen it. This isn't just a trick. It's not a gimmick. It's not a flirtation hack. And it's definitely not something to be played with lightly, because fractionation, at its core, is emotional influence. Not influence through words, but through experience. And if you've ever been moved by a story, hooked by a person, or haunted by a memory that won't go away, you've already felt it. That's how powerful it is. But with that power comes a simple question, one that only you can answer. What will you do with it? You now have a blueprint to create emotional connection faster than most people will in months. You can guide conversations, create attachment, leave a mark that lingers. But that also means you carry responsibility. Because emotions aren't toys. They're doorways. And once you walk someone through that door, you can't always walk them back out. So if you use this, use it for depth, not ego. For connection, not control. To build something unforgettable, not to leave someone broken. Because mastery isn't just knowing how to move people, it's knowing when to stop. And when you learn to balance that power with purpose, that's when you stop being a pickup artist or a talker, and you become something else entirely, a person they never forget. If this video made you look at connection differently, leave a comment with the word hooked, so I know you made it to the end. And if you're ready to go even deeper into the psychology of attraction, storytelling, and emotional influence, hit subscribe, because the next episode will show you how to build lasting obsession without ever sounding needy. This is just the beginning.